What's up? And welcome back to Spaz and Fish. As you guys can see, what I just had in my hand, those are some polycarbonate sheets. I'm gonna be putting them on the big tank. As you can imagine, since I only had a net over that big tank, my humidity in this room is sky high right now, even with my dehumidifier. So I'm gonna give that dehumidifier a chance and actually cover this tank up. It's not gonna be fully sealed. Obviously, I can't cover the plants growing out of the filter, so there's gonna be a little bit there, but the rest of it is gonna be sealed. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be cutting these up a little bit, trimming them, just so they fit over this tank. So one thing I had to do before I did that, obviously take the net out, but I had to cut this little tip off from that stump that I have in there, just because it was sticking out. So you guys can see right there, it was sticking out above the level of this tank. So I just had to trim that off. And then, like I said, these sheets are gonna be going from front to back in between these studs. And eventually I'm gonna modify them. For now, I just need to cover this tank. And by modifying them, I'm probably gonna put a couple hinges on them. So that's about as extent as it's going to get. But I have a feeling this is gonna drop the humidity in this room quite a bit. All right, so I measured these before, but let me just measure it again. So let's call it 6 feet by 28 and a half. So these sheets should be 6 feet. Yep. So obviously I don't have to cut them lengthwise. I do have to cut them longwise, which is the harder cut. But I have to mark it here at 28 and a half. And obviously that's just for 2 panels. The rest are going to be shorter, so I will have to cut length. So let me get this measured out, marked up, and make a line somehow. All right, so I don't have to be too precise with this cut. I actually just measured out the 28 and a half, and I'll show you guys in a second. I was gonna use that to mark it, but I'll show you why I don't have to mark it. So you guys can see here, I marked these 28 and a half. Well, as you can see, I'm right on that ridge. So I'm going to go just past it and cut there. And obviously these ridges are as straight as can be. So I don't have to actually mark it down with this board that I was gonna makeshift. And I have some shears somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna try to use these shears. We'll see how well this works. I'd rather not break out any machinery or anything like that. I don't have any 10 shears, so this is a little harder. All right, this is not working. Well, it is, but it's not. All right, so they say work smarter, not harder, or is it the other way? I can't remember. I'm just gonna run this line with just a pair of box cutters. And I'm gonna have to do this on both sides because this is double walled.
Don't know your name, don't know this feeling deep inside my chest. I'm going insane, but I go anywhere, it's your request.
Okay, so cutting long ways is gonna be easy. Obviously cutting across is gonna be harder.
It's a current,
And let's do a little test fit. All right. So I'm gonna trim some of it just so it sits in there. As you guys can probably tell, let's see, maybe you can't. Well, as you can probably tell here, there's a bow to it. Now, let me explain something. Obviously, humidity, water is going to accumulate under this from holding all the humidity, water, all that. So my idea is, now I thought about, like I said, I gotta trim this so it actually fits smooth. I thought about down the sides here, putting in like a 1/2 by 1/2 stick, just to give it a little support on each side. And my idea or my theory here, without adding those sticks, is that the bow, and I know eventually it's gonna bow even more, so eventually I'll have to do it. But right now, without the sticks, my idea is that water is gonna run down to the center of this and just drip right back down into the tank. And we'll see how it goes. If it bows too much and it just goes into, touches the water, obviously I'd rather not have that. So this is gonna happen more with these two long pieces. I'm not so worried about the other side, but even with those sticks, once I add them in there, they'll still probably bow. That's all I need. So give me a second, I'm gonna trim this up and I'll show you these two sides done. Long time no see. Actually, it's been seconds for you. It's been probably 5 minutes for me. These, I already cut that one, trimmed, cut that one. Or that's the first one I cut. And then I got 3 more, but these are shorter. These are 48 inches that I need to go front to back. So for this one, I will use my board because I got to cut across the grain, you could say. And then I'll trim the length. I'm actually trying to use the excess because I'm gonna try to cut some pieces for that piranha tank, which should give me just enough. See how well this goes.
Don't know your name, don't know this feeling deep inside my chest. I'm going insane, but I go anywhere, it's your request. It's a blood rush, heart pump, red riptide. It's your current holding my line. Take me down, 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 down. I can never get enough. Take me down, 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 deeper than the ocean, love. Take me down, 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 down. I can never get enough. Take me down, 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 deeper than the ocean, love.
so I cut the rest, and this is gonna be the harder one. So I already took the protection film off the other one. This is the satisfying part. This goes out to the people that like to pull the films off of TVs and screens and all that kind of stuff. Little ASMR for you guys. All right, let's see. It doesn't really matter, but alrighty. So you guys see how it is bowing, like I said it would. And I'm gonna try that out for a little bit. See how this water accumulates on here and how it drips down into it. But it looks kind of funky. I'm so used to the net. Obviously, it lets plenty of light go through. And we'll have to keep an eye on this. Hopefully my humidity in this room goes down. Also, I just cut up these real quick, and the piranha tank is covered. So that tank's going bye-bye. I'm giving it to my father. So there's a couple of minnows in there that'll just get thrown in the big tank. And that one's covered, it's got lids on it. This one's got lids on it. Both sumps are, this side sump doesn't have a lid, but I'll figure that out. This one does. The sump in there has a lid. So, and obviously these are canister filters, so they're a sealed system. So hopefully I'll be able to keep this humidity down. See, I'm a little sweaty, and it's not hot. Well, it's hot in here, but it's not that hot in here. It's a lot of humidity in here. I should have seen it coming. Obviously in the wintertime, the humidity stays inside more. So I thought it was actually gonna work in my favor, thinking I wasn't gonna have to get a whole house humidifier for the house, you know, with the heat and being dry heat. But this was just too much. So as you guys can see, even my windows here, just all soaked up. So I'm gonna dry everything. I'm gonna dry everything I can up, and we'll check back in a couple of days. Well, you guys won't in the video, but I'll just keep an eye on it. I really think that this is gonna help a lot. Even with the filter here still open, the plants are absorbing a lot of that humidity obviously too. So that's a lot of plants. I really gotta go through this, trim some stuff out. As you guys can see over here, there's some dead leaves, which was from the water splashing onto it. And another reason why I had a lot of humidity, or evaporation going on here is these bubblers on this big tank. Obviously those come up, blow up, and it causes evaporation. These tanks have some bubbles in them, but they're nothing crazy. This one doesn't, but this one does. You know, the Stingrays, they do have bubbles on them. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions on this, just let me know. Well, before I forget, you guys can see this. It's kind of like that. I call it insulated, but it's corrugated, whatever you want to call it. That's what I used. It's a 1/4 inch thick. A lot of guys, a lot of other people use that polycarbonate, but the one that's kind of wavy, it's not insulated or anything. I'm trying this out. Hopefully this works. If not, I didn't want to do the one that's, you know, you guys, like I said, wavy, just because like right here it'll be wavy and letting some of this evaporation go. Now, you obviously don't want to completely seal your tanks, because you have to have, you know, gas exchange, whether, you know, oxygen or whatever bad gas is in here, nitrogen, whatever it's in there, escape, blow up, and then obviously exchange and get out and get some new fresh oxygen in there. But I'm not worried about that. Like I said, with this sagging like this, and they're not like fully tight to these, so that should be enough. Obviously in this one, that should be enough. There's plenty of off-gassing there. So like I said, like in that Piranha tank, right now it's fully sealed, but I'm not too worried because right in the middle of the two where they meet, there's an opening. That should be plenty. But if you, like, let's say you wanted to tape that, fully seal it, that's not really good because you're not letting these gases get out. You still got to let some of the gas go out. Obviously, the idea of this is to keep the humidity or the evaporation down, meaning the water is gonna collect just like it's collecting on my windows. It's got to collect on these and keep the humidity down, keep the temperature of this room down too, and not so much in this one, I don't worry about it, but like in smaller tanks, it keeps the heat inside the tank. So it helps with, you know, if you have a heated tank or heaters in your tank, it helps with that. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions about this, I think I hit mostly everything. I know I'm not a professional, you know, cutter for anything really. You guys see me cut some wood. I'm not a pro at that, but if you guys have any questions, just comment below. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.